A banana can improve your digestion, stabilize your blood pressure, and honestly act like a powerhouse of essential micronutrients. But here's the twist. Did you know that same banana can make you fat, drive insulin resistance, and leave you dealing with gas and indigestion? Whether this fruit stays a superfood or turns into a metabolic trap depends entirely on how you're eating it. In India, banana is the second most loved fruit after mango, and because it's available all year round, it's become the most democratized fruit we have, a true fruit for the masses. Actually, on my way to the studio today, I picked up three beautiful bananas for just 25 rupees. That's roughly 8 rupees a banana. Now, add to that the fact that 100 grams of banana is only 90 calories, and on paper, it looks like the perfect health food. If you watch cricket, you've probably noticed bananas sitting right there on the physio's desk or inside the Indian dressing room. It might be the only fruit players are allowed to eat during play, and there's a good reason for that. It gives you instant cellular energy and is loaded with potassium, vitamin B6, and magnesium. Exactly what your body needs to replenish the electrolytes you lose through sweat. But unless you're an elite athlete training for hours every day, eating your banana the wrong way is going to backfire on your metabolism. So, today, let's talk about the 8 big mistakes you're probably making with bananas, what's actually happening inside your cells when you make them, and how to fix each one. Mistake number 1: overeating it just because it's healthy. We've been told since we were kids that bananas are healthy, so naturally we overeat them. We treat them like a guilt free snack and end up having 4 or 5 a day. But here's the thing, biologically, anything you eat in excess needs extra energy from your body to process it, and your body can't escape the basic laws of thermodynamics. Energy can't be created, and it can't be destroyed either. One banana isn't very calorie dense, sure, but stack 4 or 5 together without burning that energy off, and your body has no choice. It packs every bit of that extra energy straight into fat cells. So remember the real rule here: one banana a day keeps the doctor away, not 5. If you're eating 4 or 5 daily without serious physical activity to match, you're just setting yourself up for weight gain. Mistake number 2: eating a banana first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. This one's incredibly common in urban households. Busy moms hand their kids a banana on the way out the door in the morning, or college students grab one on an empty stomach thinking it's a quick, healthy breakfast. But one banana is roughly the sugar equivalent of 2 to 3 tablespoons of pure sugar. And when your stomach is completely empty, that sugar gets absorbed into your system at lightning speed, causing an immediate sharp spike in your blood glucose. Your pancreas reacts right away, releasing a big surge of insulin to clear that sugar out. Now, if you or your kid are just sitting still in a school chair, a car, or a bus right after eating it, your muscles have nothing to do with that incoming energy. So, insulin does its backup job. It grabs that extra glucose and stores it away. First, it tops up your liver and muscle glycogen, and whatever's left gets pushed straight into fat tissue, which means weight gain. That said, there are exactly 3 kinds of people who can safely eat a banana on an empty stomach. The tea replacers. If your parents or loved ones are used to having milk tea with sugar or sweet filter coffee first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, swapping that habit for a whole banana instead is genuinely a healthier move. The pre workout runners. If you run, swim, or do intense cardio in the morning, a banana on an empty stomach is great pre workout fuel. Your muscles will burn through that energy instantly instead of storing it. The post workout refuelers. Right after a tough workout, your liver and muscle glycogen stores are basically empty. Eating a banana at this point won't trigger that same insulin spike. Your body will pull that sugar straight in to rebuild what you burned, not store it as fat. Mistake number 3: eating a banana late at night right after dinner. A lot of us eat an early dinner before sunset, which is genuinely a great habit. It gives your body time to properly digest. But then around 9 or 10 pm, a little hunger creeps in. You spot a banana sitting on the counter and grab it thinking it's a safe, healthy midnight snack. Except doing this basically cancels out all the good your early dinner just did. 2 to 3 hours after dinner, your food has already moved out of your stomach and into your small intestine. Your stomach's empty again at this point. So, eating a banana now hits your system exactly like eating one first thing in the morning does, a sharp glucose spike right before bed. And to actually get good sleep, your body needs to go to bed slightly hungry. A late night sugar rush messes with your sleep signals and over time opens the door to metabolic issues. So, if those late night cravings hit hard, skip the fruit. Grab a small handful of unsalted nuts instead, have a clean protein shake, or eat a small piece of dark chocolate. Just leave the banana alone at night. Mistake number 4, turning the whole banana into a milkshake or smoothie. From Gen Alpha to Gen Z to busy parents, we all love blending whole fruits into trendy shakes and smoothies. But a fruit is meant to be chewed, not sipped. Here's what actually happens when you chop up a banana, throw in some milk, and blend it. Even though a single banana already has about 12 grams of natural sugar, mixing it with milk's protein completely dulls that sweetness on your tongue. So, what do most people do? They add extra sugar to the blender, and just like that, a simple 90 calorie fruit becomes a dense 350 calorie liquid sugar bomb. Because it's liquid now, it completely skips the chewing process. And any liquid sugar hitting an empty stomach gets absorbed into your bloodstream almost instantly, triggering a sharp glucose spike and over time pushing your body toward insulin resistance. There's also this, your brain uses volume and chewing to know when you're full. Whole food hitting your stomach releases leptin, your satiety hormone. Liquids barely trigger that response. It's genuinely hard to eat 3 whole bananas in one sitting, but you can drink a 3 banana shake in under a minute without feeling full at all. Which means you overeat and gain weight without even realizing it. So eat your banana whole, and if you love milk, nothing stopping you from having a glass of cold milk after you finish your fruit. Keep them separate, and your body will actually tell you when it's had enough. Mistake number 5, using banana to justify ice cream and heavy desserts. You've probably seen those gorgeous pictures online, banana split sundaes with 3 scoops of ice cream, chocolate sauce, and nuts on top. A lot of people feed this to their kids or indulge in it themselves, thinking the banana somehow makes the whole dessert healthier. Let's be honest, that's just clever marketing. You're taking a 90 calorie fruit and dressing it up into a 600 calorie sugar bomb. India is in the middle of a real crisis right now, quickly becoming the diabetes and obesity capital of the world. Childhood obesity alone has jumped by a shocking 300% over the last 50 years. So, when you pile bananas onto processed ice cream, you're not adding health to the mix, you're just adding more sugar and calories and pushing your family closer to metabolic trouble. Enjoy a ripe banana on its own and stop using it as an excuse to eat processed ice cream and refined sugar syrups. Mistake number 6, eating firm, underripe green bananas raw. How ripe a banana is completely changes its nutrient profile. If you peel one that's still firm and green at the tips, it's underripe. And if you eat it raw at that stage, it won't taste sweet or appealing at all. That's because an underripe banana is packed with resistant starch. When that dense starch hits your digestive tract, your upper gut enzymes just can't break it down properly. It ends up in your large intestine still raw, where your gut bacteria ferment it aggressively. And that fermentation is exactly what causes the bloating, gas, and gut discomfort. So, never eat a firm green banana raw as fruit. Treat it like a vegetable instead, the same way you treat a potato. In fact, in a lot of Gen households where potatoes aren't eaten, green banana is the go to substitute. You can cook it into a warm sabzi or slice it thin and bake it into chips using a little ghee or coconut oil. Mistake number 7, throwing away overripe bananas just because they've gone black. On the flip side, we also throw away bananas the moment their skin turns black and they look overripe. They look unappealing, feel soft and a little soggy, so straight into the bin they go. But that's a real waste. As a banana ripens from green to yellow and eventually gets those dark spots, its starch fully converts into simple sugars and it actually becomes an incredible source of bioavailable antioxidants. So don't toss those overripe bananas. If the soggy texture bothers you, just pop it in the fridge for 6 to 12 hours. The cold firms the fruit back up while keeping all that antioxidant goodness intact, so it's much more pleasant to eat. Throwing away an overripe banana is honestly just as big a mistake as eating an underripe one. Mistake number 8, picking the wrong ripeness stage for when you'll actually eat it. The last mistake is not matching your banana's ripeness to when you're actually going to eat it. which usually means you end up eating underripe or spoiled fruit through the week because you bought the wrong batch at the wrong time. Here's a simple way to think about it based on your timeline. Buying in bulk for the week. If you like buying fruit once a week for the whole family, go for green, firm bananas. Leave them on the counter at room temperature and let them ripen naturally over 2 to 3 days so they're ready when you need them. Eating it right now. If you want to eat a banana immediately, feel it. It shouldn't be rock hard. The skin should be mostly yellow and a few small black spots are totally fine. That's peak eating condition. Maximizing antioxidants. If you want the highest possible micronutrient and antioxidant value, let your bananas over ripen on the counter until the skin's heavily spotted, then pop them in the fridge for 6 to 12 hours or overnight before eating them the next day. That firms the inside back up nicely. The diabetic verdict. One question I get all the time in my clinic is whether a diabetic or pre diabetic person should even eat bananas. And the answer is yes, absolutely. Anyone can enjoy one whole banana a day, no problem. But if you're diabetic or pre diabetic, you need to be really strict about avoiding these 8 mistakes. A healthy person making these mistakes speeds up their path toward becoming pre diabetic. A pre diabetic person making them pushes themselves into full blown diabetes. And a diabetic person ignoring these rules climbs the complication scale a lot faster than they'd like. So, respect what this fruit actually does inside your body, eat it with a little intention, and let it genuinely work for you. Which of these 8 mistakes have you been making? Let me know in the comments below. So this was about today's video. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section what other things that you want me to talk about. And my new book that is called as Reversing Diabetes, which is all about reversing peri-diabetes, pre-diabetes and also diabetes type 2, is live on Amazon, so you can go there and get your copy. And as we always say, it's never just a diet, it's always a lifestyle. So stay healthy, stay fit, stay grateful and stay blessed.